This is my first visit here at the Iowa State Fair, and I brought two first visitors as well. This is my daughter Christina, my daughter Grace. Give them a warm Iowa welcome, will you, here? And I have many reasons why I stand before you. My daughter Grace here is going to turn 6 on September 13th. She was born 48 hours after 9/11 in a hospital in Virginia, where you could look out over that hospital and still see the Pentagon smoldering from the attacks on 9/11. And like every other parent over the years, I looked down at this child and held her and wondered what kind of a country and what kind of a world she was going to grow up in. And I made a determination that day that I was going to do everything I could to see to it that our country would be as hopeful and opportunistic and as peaceful as we want it to be for this generation. And that takes all of us working together, sharing in the common responsibility of getting this right. We've got to see to it that every child in Iowa, every child in my home state of Connecticut, every person has the opportunity to maximize their potential and abilities. And that should not be limited to how deep your pockets are, but how deep your determination is. So education is at the top of my list. No other problem is going to be solved in America unless we're committed to making education more affordable to every American citizen in this country. Every generation, in my view, bears a responsibility to give something back to this country. It's very little to ask when you consider how much we've been given. And so I'm going to provide an opportunity by expanding AmeriCorps, the Peace Corps, a Heroes program for seniors, to create the opportunities where every single citizen across this great land of ours will have the opportunity to serve our country in one way or the other. Everybody can use some help. Everybody's got something to give. In the United States of America, everybody ought to have the opportunity to serve our country. And lastly, I want to mention something that doesn't often get talked about in campaigns. And whether you're a Republican, a Democrat, an independent, I walk around in my pocket every single day of my life with a copy of the United States Constitution. I have for more than a quarter of a century. I revere this document, what was given to us. But it's going to take a committed generation of Americans to stand up and defend it. And when there are people who try to trample on it and take it away, we as Americans ought to stand up and fight to get it back. And as President of the United States, I will restore the Constitution of the United States from these people who want to take it away from us, nibble by nibble. We ought to join together in that common commitment, regardless of your politics.
Meet Terry the robot. Hey, Terry.
Hello, Senator Dodd.
How are you?
Senator Dodd, where do you stand on robot rights?
You must be from Iowa here.
Robot
You're a
rights.
likely caucus goer, I think that robot is.
Do you have something on robot rights?
Terry, who is the President of the United States?
Yes, Jim?
Who is the President of the United States?
George W. Bush.
How's he doing?
He's doing the best he can.
What a political answer.
Good answer.
Nice to meet you. Good to see you.
Nice to see you. Thank you.